How you doing? Scotty Bear back with another video. I don't know if you can see or not, but we're out here next to the water. Thought I would do a video. Nothing is hotter in the world than sports betting currently, and I want to talk about the sports betting hustle, making a living sports betting, maybe doing it a little on the side for the extra capital. I got to tell you, nothing is more exciting than sports betting for a couple of reasons. One, kind of like the other skill gambling games, poker, blackjack to some degree, many of the other little hustles that, even different video poker and slot machines. Gambling is ultra spicy. Why? Is because you can have $50, you can have $20, you can have $5 action on sports betting, and I think that meets the needs of everybody. I mean, it's a solution type hustle. You need money, you need to invest, you have good information, you feel like you have the good end of it, and you want to get down. And more people gamble than I feel like you think. Lottery, everybody's got a dream. So, and for no other, another good fact is people do it, I think, because why? If you win, you get paid. Whereas many of the little businesses that you do and little hustles that you do, can be far away from money. I mean, you have to go a lot of leg work, waiting, and it could be a long wait for money. And that's why I feel like these hustles exist and are thriving, because kind of like, again, what most of like the poker and the AI and the numbers and stuff are becoming smarter. So, I feel like these hustles are hurting, and they're harder to turn a profit. And I think the people that are doing it may feel a little bit like they have an edge, but are donating big. And I think that this is the illusion that hurts gambling. And again, there is certainly, I wouldn't feel bad personally, because there's certainly people losing tons of money and in mainstream investments. So I think, it's easy to attack the sports betting. But neither here nor there, we'll kind of go into it. Sports betting, I think, is the hardest skill game because, one, you're kind of relying on a couple of things. One, I think there's a lot less luck. There is a lot of bad beats because weird things happen in sports, officials, and a lot of things currently under scrutiny with a lot of pressure on some of these games, leaves bettors with a lot of question marks and feeling a little like the game is rigged against them. And that's why I feel like is the difference between sports betting, other than maybe poker. Poker, I mean, you could go in with the worst of it and win. In sports betting, I feel like you're going to have some incredibly good information to do well, have a good feel for gambling propositions in general. But the lines makers are getting smarter, and this is becoming something that I think people are getting misled a lot on. Specifically, like people selling information. You need to be careful with this. There's a lot of good information out there that's you need to research, and they're certainly worth betting on, but purchasing other information is, again, maybe not the greatest thing to do. However, that being said, sports betting is not my personal go-to thing. I'll tell you a fun, interesting gambling story. Having a background in dealing poker, probably the most money I've ever bet in my life on a game. I was dealing a game with the famous or semi-famous, or a guy maybe less known to the general public, as a guy named Mickey Appleman. Mickey is a really good poker player, and definitely accomplished poker player, but maybe more accomplished sports bettor. And so anyway, Mickey was talking on and gave a it out to somebody else, and I went out and bet a ton of money on it. Probably the most money that I've ever bet, and basically I won, and that was awesome. So that's probably my tout story. Me personally, I like to bet, sizable parlays, because win 100, bet 100 to win 100 is kind of eh. So I usually like to bet 100 at a chance to maybe win a couple thousand. And so that's more my speed. I like to spin it up, and that's my attraction to sports betting. A lot of poker players also gamble in the sports betting, and I think again, it's a bit of a leak if you're going from the perspective of I'm a poker player, but also it's a bit of a bankroll, another shot where you can invest a portion of your bankroll and take some spicy shots at some information and have a chance for it to pay off. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk a little bit about the handicapping, the sports betting, making money, sports handicapping, skill play. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Again, if you love this video, please give a like, give a thumbs up. All my videos are uncut, and I just kind of go by the seat of my pants and tell how it is. And if you like that, please give a like. I appreciate you watching. Have a good day.